Circuit.
Welcome to another episode of the Unicorn Circuit, your
Another
weekly dose of
episode.
automotive goodness.
There's
where
so
my friend
many
and I
episodes.
will not talk over the top of each
We'll
other,
try
except
not to,
for when
but
we
it
do.
happens sometimes. You
there's
could pan
lots
like
of-
one mic left and one mic right, and in each ear have your own audible earball of what
No.
we're saying.
No, because we don't send our audio left and right.
We could.
No, we're not going to.
We should just for this bit send it one way,
No.
and wait, now it's going to go the other way,
Oh no.
and we're going to trip out every single person with headphones on.
It's just more work in post-production. Bring it back to the middle. Martin, we got lots of cool news. There's Mighty Come On's news, there's Skid Factory news, there's our new show news, there's new things happening.
show?
Yeah,
This is going to be the most efficient unicorn circuit ever.
that's right. Which is why we're cutting straight into the news. Kicking off the news this week, of course, we're talking Tesla. Of course, Elon Musk has been in the news, has been bonging on the internet and saying all sorts of crazy things on the internet.
As you
but the Model 3, they're making a new, like a mid-range one, you know, because there was like, it was meant to be like a $35,000 car. They haven't really got to that point yet, but they do have what's called a mid-range Model 3.
Yeah.
It's 45,000 US, which is like $65,000 Australia. It's 0 to 100 in 5.6 seconds instead of the 4.5, and it's rear-wheel drive only. And they reckon it's going to be like a good thing because, you know, for 60 grand you get a rear-wheel drive, fast car, it's Tesla. I think it's got the same batteries and stuff as the other Teslas, and people care about it.
This is an interesting story because people love to talk about Tesla's going to go down. Tesla is just getting smashed by the share market. In terms of speculators, investors, people who they either want it to fail because they're, what do you call it when you're backing against something? I don't know, I'm not much of a...
Because they're like oil magnates
shorting
and
it.
stuff.
Is that shorting it? When you say it's
I know
going to go
nothing
down?
about the share market.
You make
Tell
money
us all
if it
about
goes... I know nothing, man. But if you make, you make money if it goes backwards, you'll tell us about it.
They bet on the failings. Yeah, okay.
And I think that's a really rough situation to be in. I think it'd be hard to be a CEO like that, and I'm not surprised he's smoking the odd bong.
Yeah, I don't think not that you should, but I don't think he is the CEO. I think he has to step down. He's still the owner
because he got busted
something.
because he said something about. That's the other thing. He can't give out any info that can affect the share price because that's sort of unfair to people that have bought stuff or give things away, because then that takes away the whole gambling aspect of the share market, which is funny. What my point is, how did we get from an electric car that you could potentially charge off solar panels, renewable, very little impact on the planet, almost no servicing fees, 400 Ks or more to a charge, to this?
Yeah, because everyone loves a hero, and what they like even more is seeing a hero fall. Because then they are like, you know, oh, he's human just like us. Of course he always was, but people have this idea that like CEOs and celebrities are like special, and when they go, oh, they are just like me, it normalizes a bit. I can tell you that these like super flying CEOs and some celebrity people, like they're not normal. They're like living on the plane of existence that is very, very different to what we mortals shall experience. But anyway, that's.
And I don't want anyone, honestly, I don't want anyone who's making something, particularly something cutting edge and technology and futuristic, to fail. I don't just want them to. I want them to make it. And I want the other guy or the girl who's going to make an electric motorbike thing that revolutionises that, do that too.
Yeah, and you know what? If she ends up being a CEO on Twitter doing talking about crazy stuff, I think that's just the nature that of the world that we're in now.
And the President of the United States is on Twitter.
Does he? No, he's never sent a weird tweet. Apparently. Anyway,
speaking of weird tweets and things to do with numbers. Is that a good segue?
No, but just keep moving.
Things to do with numbers. So in New South Wales, which is the lovely state of Australia where we live, they audited...
The best state in the country.
You can't say that.
Can't I?
I think Queensland might be the best.
No, my friends are here and I'd like to live near them.
Okay. The Auditor General audited speed cameras, which is always a very, very touchy subject.
Martin, backpedal this shit.
What do you mean?
What?
Backpedal it?
Yes.
How so?
Oh, are you about to talk about the thing?
What thing?
The thing about the speed cameras?
Yeah.
Because people might not know that we have to have the thing before the speed camera yet. In New South Wales. We have to announce it.
So
That's why we got a backpedal.
So in New South Wales, mobile speed cameras, so not the fixed ones, not ones at traffic lights, not the police officer who's sitting there like radar.
The car on the side of the road.
The one on the side of the road has to have signs at 100 metres and 200 metres or whatever it is.
Some metres.
2 signs info
telling you that you're
telling
doing
you
it.
that your speed is about to get checked.
Yes.
Now, this is a thing for New South Wales only. In Victoria and some other states, they don't have to sign anything.
Yeah.
They can just put literally a speed camera in a bin, and it's been known to happen.
Apparently that happens in Victoria. They use wheelie bins.
and if you go past it over the speed limit, see, mate, you get a fine.
Yeah.
That's it. So what they're saying is in New
And they
South
have way
Wales,
less tolerance in Victoria, apparently. It's
Less
like 1 or
tolerance for
2.
speed.
Some people in New South Wales say it's 10% or something, we don't know. But apparently in Victoria, there's like way less tolerance. So we get, the short version is if someone's going to like park a sneaky car, they have to put up a sign here first that goes, there's a sneaky car up here and it's about to take your photo.
So the problem is it's been audited and they've decided that it's not effective. They said it's not effective. There was supposed to be 2,500 of these things. There's 2,500 locations. You've only used 750 of them or 1,000 of them. Why not? And they've gone, well, we don't know. But the idea being that if we don't put signs, you won't know not to speed, and then you might speed. But if we put signs, you definitely won't speed. Therefore, we're not making the road any safer, really. But maybe we did because there's a sign, so therefore it's safer.
And then they're not making any like money. And the thing is, people go, yeah, revenue raising. The reality is as well, whether they are or whether they're not, we know that they have targets, is that the money has to come from somewhere to pay for stuff.
Totally, but here's the kicker, right? The Auditor General, is my understanding, I could be totally off and someone will tell me, is responsible for money, not safety.
Really?
So if the Auditor General saying mobile speed cameras aren't working, then that's more to say that they're not raising the revenue required to even run them or to add to the public things. But the stat that came out is that 1 in 1,000 people, so 1.1% of people who drive past a mobile speed camera get fined.
Okay.
1 in 1,000. And 1,000 cars can go fast.
So I reckon
pretty
that's
quick.
a lot, because they'll go past fast. That's a lot of mash. That's all the mash. I said mash, which is money and cash. Get your mash on. Martin, I'm moving on to some Ford news. Ford Mustang.
Yep.
Now, you and I have driven one.
Yep. Noisy.
Yeah.
Bop, bop.
And
They can't
kind of-
supercharge them because they're too noisy.
Kind of big,
Yep.
a big lazy couch thing that
It's comfy and it's pretty
comfy
fast.
and quick.
Could be faster.
And quick for what it is. Could be faster, of course. So in 2019, they're set to bring out a electric one or a hybrid one. 2019, 2020, there's a bit of like confusion about what's going on. And what they're going to do is they're just going to deliver the same power as 5-litre V8 that's currently in the 5-litre V8 versions of it. What's interesting about that is we've been talking about the convergence of when things are actually going to go electric and how they're going to do it. And now they're going, we're just going to make it the same power. So people can't argue and go, I like the old one better because it was faster. They might want the noise and the dinosaur pumping power of it.
Yep.
But the reality is that's just going to be just as quick. So what would you buy on 3? 1, 2, 3? An old
Hybrid.
one.
Why would you buy an old one?
An old one because they're cool and because this is why you'd buy an old one. That was my segue, right? So there is a Ford Falcon HQ, basically exactly the same as the one that we built recently, that is expected to sell at auction shortly for $3 million.
Did you say Falcon HQ?
That's right. It's exactly the same as ours.
Do you mean GTHQ?
It's a
Or do you mean-
it's a GTHO, but I'm calling it the HQ because it's basically the same.
Oh, you can't
And we
say
now,
that, man.
We now have a $3 million car, is the short
Do we?
version. No, they're expecting,
Dude,
there's
we
only
could-
a couple of these things.
We could take people to weddings. That's where you see GTHOs. They're always taking people to weddings.
All seriously,
And in auctions,
all seriously, the
making
last
lots
one
of
sold for like $2.1 million. They reckon this one is going to go be around $3 million. That is a lot of money for a car.
Get in
man.
quick
That's
if you're going to
crazy.
buy it for that money and then sell it quick, because the number of people that were born in 1971 that care about that because they were driving around when they were 10 years old is going down.
Martin, I'm
I don't
finishing
reckon
off
it's gonna
this
stay.
is my last bit of news,
I've got one more.
but I'm sticking on the Ford thing while I'm on it. The Mustang Bullet.
Yes.
It's like some limited edition special Steve McQueen issue paint jobbed kind of
Cool.
special edition. It's like the Wolfsburg version of the whatever. It's kind of the same, but they stick some stuff on there.
Did
Anyway,
they make it in Wolfsburg in Germany?
no, they
then
didn't.
why would
It's
it be the Wolfsburg version?
No, because they stick a badge on it and change nothing else and pretend it's special.
I feel like out of
But-
a wolf and a bullet's going to win.
Well, I don't know. It depends if it's a silver bullet and if it's a werewolf or not. Anyway,
Is that on Game of Thrones? Is that what that's from?
no, that's a what's that one where the girl
don't
sings and the guy who's the werewolf?
Twilight.
That one.
That one.
Yeah, I saw one of them once. Anyways,
sorry.
so 50 Shades of Wolfsburg. No, so here's the thing, and this is what I wanted to talk about. So the Mustang, like it already
No
had
one can see what you're pointing at,
300. No, I can see what I'm talking about. Had 339 kilowatts. The new one, get ready, 345, 6 extra kilowatts at the engine. Who's going to feel it? Why would you even do it? Marketing. Martin?
Yeah. Speaking of
Martin,
marketing...
6 kilowatts. Would you feel it?
No. Speaking of marketing, an Aussie startup has decided to put in their own charging network, like supercharging network.
Oh, this is the
kinda like what
dildo, the
Tesla has.
Bluetooth dildo company, isn't it? That's doing the mobile charging stations.
I have no idea if it's the
Is
Bluetooth.
that's the one
I don't know if it's the Bluetooth dildo company.
No, the
Have
one you were
bought
telling me
shares
about.
in that? Is that the one you bought shares in?
I don't have shares in anything, man.
What about the blue?
No, that's how other
you
mate
said
that
the
has
Bluetooth
those.
deal. Anyway.
No, this is you're talking about the people who bring the chargers around to your house.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, sorry, as you were.
So they're building like chargers, side of the road, service stations. Who knows exactly where they're going to be? But basically a network sort of down the whole east coast and down into South Australia.
You plug your flashlight into it when
Yes.
you're doing highway runs.
If you've got an electric one, you
Yes.
absolutely
Okay,
can
I
do
do
that.
remember
And then
now.
you got the torch on the end. You said flashlight, right?
Yes, correct.
Anyway, so why this is interesting is they're saying they're going to run them off renewable energy. So you are literally driving your car with the power of sunshine or water falling through a turbine.
Fantastic.
Which is interesting. There's a bit of argument to say whether that's actually going to be possible in some of the places they're talking about, because you need like 700 solar panels in this massive field.
Yeah.
Which, funnily enough, is not that hard, because we've seen it in Japan where there's just like rice paddy, solar farm.
Well, apparently Disneyland's one is in the shape of Mickey Mouse's head.
Really?
Yeah, it's
That's
like a big
cool.
circle with two big circles of all solar panels.
And
I
so
don't know
you're
if
going
those are
down
Photoshop
Splash
or what,
Mountain, and that is powered by sunshine. I think that's kind of cool. Anyway, I think the idea of mowing your lawn from sun powered with your electric mower from your sun is kind of a
That's
cool
how
thing.
it's done.
I think that's
That's
kind
how
of cool,
it's
and
done.
this is the equivalent. So I hope this actually happens, because this is what's missing for driving your Model 3 you were talking about earlier down the east coast of Australia.
This is true.
It's going to happen.
Moving on to Mighty Car Mods news, of course, we've been fixing up this blown Subaru. That is continuing this week and next week. And then after that, I've been working on a new song, Martin. And I think the people out there know.
I've heard.
I think that's what you've been hearing drifting out of my room.
Right.
And most of Mighty Car Mods fans would know that when there's a new song coming, there's also a new car coming. So
This is
that
something
is
that
happening.
might need to be premiered.
Which is awesome.
Maybe
so
we
yeah,
should,
we'll
like,
try and use YouTube.
do
We're
a-
going to talk about YouTube in a little bit, so maybe we'll get to that. But I did want to say thank you to anyone who's supported the Mighty Car Mods music in the past. This last record, which was the music from the Cresta, I brought this down because I wanted to specifically thank a couple of countries. The music from that Cresta episode, we released it on, we say iTunes, but it goes on all the digital networks and stuff. That went, this is on the iTunes electronic charts. It went to #1 in Australia, the UK, Sweden, Norway, Malaysia, #2 in Canada, #2 in New Zealand, #4 in USA, and #5 in the Netherlands. So a massive shout out to those countries for supporting the music from the show. That
And in
is
case you
freaking
didn't
awesome.
know, the music from the show is made completely and solely by this gentleman. I have been known to cameo with the odd or noise in
That's
the
true.
background where required, but generally this man makes it all. And some people forget how much work that is. A lot of the time you'll be watching a video and you'll see you hear the beats start and you go, this is the same beats I heard on 17 other channels and 17 other videos of
Copyright
whatever
free
it is.
music.
Yeah, because it's royalty free music. If you want to blow your mind, have a read about how that whole thing works.
And what I'm going to say, I'm going to big up Martin here because he has built our data RAID. Is that what you call it? The RAID array,
That's
the
not
hard
as
drive
cool as
array.
music,
No, it
really,
is
dude.
cool
No,
because
it's not really.
he has filed every single bit of footage from Mighty Car Mods history
Let's
for the last
quickly grab a
11
random
years.
shot from 10 years ago. That was a
There it
weird
is.
one, eh?
That was freaking awesome.
There it is.
So he has this system that automatically backs all the stuff up, which is cool because quite often we need to go back to that old stuff. That is Mighty Car Mods news. Martin, why don't you talk about Skid Factory news? Then I'll
Skid
talk about the
Factory,
new
so
stuff.
the Bedford is still cranking. I think we're up to episode like 14.
And that last
And
episode was huge, like 40 minutes.
If anyone has ever built, they are long, the last two have been really long. If you've ever built a project car, you know that the part of the build that they're in, it can be the really hard bit. They're so close to getting this thing working. It's like, oh, we need a brake pedal, and then the mounting point for the brake pedal needs to be 5 mil bigger. Oh, look, the brake pedal's not strong enough. Let's go make a new brake pedal from one we pulled out of a dirty old Crown in a
So
wrecking
much
yard.
work.
Like, it is so much work. But what's cool about it is, through Woody's commitment and Al's commitment, is they're taking you along for all of it. So if you haven't checked that out, please do, because it will blow your mind. Even if you just make yourself watch and imagine that 40 minutes you watched took them 3 days.
Yeah, it's amazing. Those guys are doing an amazing job, so a shout out to the Skid Factory. There is a new show launching in the next week or two, a new little series, I would say. It's going to be on this channel, which is MCM TV2. It's kind of a bit Mighty Car Mods, it's a couple of different worlds that you would be familiar with, but it's a new series that's starting, I would suggest, in 2 weeks at the most. It might be earlier.
Maybe even earlier than
maybe
that,
even earlier.
We're working on it every day.
Yeah, we're working on it at the moment with some familiar friends. So that will be coming to your eyeballs and earballs soon. And that's it, Mum.
That's it. Next up, is that even legal?
like you, we also love animals from Africa and other parts of the world, but giraffes, they're cheeky with their big tall necks.
I like giraffes.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
No.
Don't they that one of the only animals that can stand up the second they're born or something?
Martin, what I'm about to tell you is about to like just flip the script on anything you ever knew about giraffes.
Yes, go.
Illinois, it's illegal to fish from the back of a giraffe.
That's not written
Yes,
somewhere
it is.
legitimately.
That is dude, the people from Illinois will tell us. I'm telling you, I researched this stuff impeccably.
Is that like case law where like someone's tried to do it and then they got in trouble and so they had to make a law about it?
It's illegal to fish from the back of a giraffe. You fact check that yourself if you need to, but I'm telling you, like, because I've ridden around giraffes quite a bit in my time.
Yeah, but you're not much of a fisher. Like I fish for marlin in freshwater streams
I prefer
regularly.
to fly a kite from the back of a giraffe as he runs, and we whisper sweet nothings into each other's head holes. That's how it is.
Giraffes have those cool little horns.
Hang on to them and we bounce along. But the point is, don't fish from a giraffe if you're in Illinois, because you'll probably get fined, maybe go to jail. Or maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, what is it, Martin?
Next, it's weird stuff from Unicorn. Weird stuff from Unicorn is where we delve into the stranger corners of the world.
We delve into the internet's gooch.
And we delve into manufacturers' gooches, and we try and buy the stuff that
you need to see.
That someone is buying.
Yeah.
This only exists because people buy it, and sometimes when you buy this stuff, it says, "Look, 35 sold."
Yeah.
35 sold.
And anyway, we don't know.
So we don't know what it is,
because half of us buy one thing, and the other half of us, which is only two of us, buys the other thing. This looks yellow, Martin. This thing that's in here. Oh, it's making a noise. I'm excited already. Yes. What is it?
I don't know, but I like the noise it makes.
Is it just a chicken?
Maybe.
Is it a chicken that makes noises? Oh, it does an in and out noise as well. We're going to attach that to a blow-off valve.
Oh, we have to do it.
Oh, look at that.
It's a.
Why is its mouth?
It's a shrilling chicken.
Shrilling
chicken.
Look at its.
Oh, look, its face freaks me.
Its face is
an
freaky.
odd-looking chicken, man.
Why did they make it look like that, do you reckon?
I don't know.
There it is. The shrilling. His head turns around. That is the shrilling chicken. There you go. It exists because someone out there buys it, including us.
It's a really strange material.
Oh, don't pull its head off, man.
Oops. Oh, wow. There's a machine somewhere pumping these out, isn't there?
Absolutely. So there it is. Martin, let's move back on. Speaking of Wolfsburg, let's head over to Germany for this week's mycrapcar. This week on mycrapcar, we're talking some mad Volkswagen Rabbit, 1982.
Volkswagen. They've come so far.
Yet
They're just everywhere.
I mean,
the new ones look a bit like a fridge.
They're the coolest
with the badge
fridge on
it,
wheels.
but the fridges, they're a technology.
The badge on it, did you say?
They're vag cars.
The badge on the back.
VAG. Vag.
Oh, I thought you said a badge on the back of it.
They've got badge on the front of them, dude.
The badge on the front.
On the back as well.
What? Oh, I know what you're talking about. That news story about how they, this is Golf R people getting angry that their car doesn't look different enough from the base model one. I read about that.
They're like angry?
Yeah, because they're like, I paid 60 grand for this car and you get a normal Mark 7 Golf for 20 and mine doesn't have enough badge on it.
A Focus RS looks very different to a bog stock Focus.
A bog stock.
Bog stock.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. It's true. And apparently, but that's the reason that people also like badge
anyway,
cars.
This is not the section for this.
No, it's isn't
this
it? Anyway,
this is
a
1982 vag.
A Volkswagen badge.
Badged.
A rabbit's badge.
Rabbit.
It's rabbit badge.
It's a rabbit badge.
If you want to send us in, we'll tell you after. Just watch the video.
Hello, Unicorn Circuit. This is my 1982 Volkswagen Rabbit. As you can see here, it's had a motor swap in the past. It's got the 16 valve, which is out of a Scirocco, but the guy that swapped it left quite a bird's nest of wiring. I'm not sure that any of this is OEM or that any of it's safe, so I have my hands full fixing all this. I threw this clip in because it reminded me of Mighty Car Mods. The thing goes in the hole, you know. But no, really, the stud had broken off of one of the camber plates. I had to drill it out and weld a new one on. It seems as though on this nugget, like many other nuggets, every time you work on it, something else breaks. So, we love them anyways, right? As you can see, the interior has its issues, contributing to the crappiness of this car. I don't think the carpet's ever been vacuumed. It's missing quite a few interior pieces. Let me get in here. As you can see, missing speaker and speaker cover, driver's side vent. The body only has 100 and, I don't know if you can see that there, 115,000 miles on it. Got this sweet 1990s style radio, but no speakers. Also including a remote. Haven't seen that since '96. The glove box, like all Volkswagens, is broken. The dash, although it's in fairly good shape, has a few cracks. This speaker cover I just purchased, missing that vent cover as well. This center console is not attached. None of the gauges are hooked up. That's not in terrible condition. As you can see, the carpet over there is awful. Passenger seat. All of the window cranks are broken or missing. My headliner's falling out. And as you can see in the back, there's no fabric on the back pillars or the hatch cover. So, as you can see, I'm wearing sunglasses because it's bright outside and there's no sun visors. But here we are in a parking lot. She doesn't like first gear. She doesn't like first gear at all. You're going to need to shift your linkage. And as you can hear, everything rattles and shakes. But I love it.
There
So
it is.
good.
Engine swaps.
Thank you
crazy,
for making that
happy
awesome
days.
video.
If you
Love
want
it.
to send us in a video of your car, of course, put your phone that way. Take a video of your car, send it in to mycrapcar@theunicorncircuit.com.
And we can
and
all
then you
sit
can
back.
copyright strike us.
We can all sit back and enjoy
do
it. Because I enjoy it.
Martin, it's now up. This is my favourite part of the show.
Is it actually?
It's my yes.
Because it's a new section.
This is my favourite part because you get to see inside the brain of my friend here. This is Tinfoil Hat Cat.
This week on Tinfoil Hat Cat, it's just massive news that no one cares about except people who care about it a lot. And people that care about it a lot care about the fact that YouTube went down. You can't be on YouTube without knowing the fact that YouTube went down. And it was a weird feeling because, like, I remember the internet, the times of the internet where stuff going down was like daily occurrence.
Yes,
like I'm
that's
going
right.
to go read the news, but no, I'm
go on.
going to go look at the government website to go and register from it. No.
Or you remember you wanted to see a picture of something, I don't know what, it could have been anything.
A chicken.
No, a chicken. And it's like loading, and you see their face of the whoever it is, and then it just stops and your internet cuts out and you've got to reconnect your phone line and dial.
Yeah.
I mean, some people might not even know what the internet...
Should look it up. Anyway, so YouTube went down. There's lots of reasons floating around about why.
There's some hectic conspiracies.
Particularly at the start, the thing was, well, maybe there was a weather event, and then maybe it was like an issue with the internet itself. Maybe the internet was broken.
Yes.
But one conspiracy is that someone somewhere potentially a government of a country went, we don't like what's on YouTube,
and hacked it.
and we're going to just like we don't want to be able to get to YouTube, and that's the thing in some countries, as you probably already know.
Yeah.
But one particular country was just like, nah, we don't like the stuff's on there, so we're just blocking YouTube.
That's China, isn't it?
Well, that's China generally. Yes, they don't have YouTube, but the problem was due to the way the internet sort of works and this web thing of, one thing talking to another, is that if one particular node decides to copy what the other node says and goes, well, this must be the correct address for YouTube, like the IP address.
Yes.
Then that's what we're going to spread around the whole internet. And after a certain amount of time, it's all wrong. And then
the conspiracy is that hackers took YouTube down.
It's possible.
And then they had it back up.
But do you wonder if it's actually, because the other conspiracy is that there was actually like the YouTube, the main Google engineer just has like a couple of buttons on his computer. And
that was just a joke. That was a joke. And then he went, delete YouTube.
He just went, I pressed the wrong button. He meant to delete some other Google thing and then deleted
I guess maybe
YouTube.
it's possible. I mean, he was trying to delete, what was Google's social media thing?
Google Plus.
He was trying to delete that probably.
So, but I mean...
What do you think happened, Martin? In 5 seconds or less?
So... Basically, you got the internet's run. If you go back to when it started, it runs on TCP/IP. So that's like transmission control protocol, or whatever, and then IP. IP is kind of like GPS of the internet, like an address of where everything is. Like you have an IP right now.
Next up, we have got Fank of the Week,
because you want to watch stuff that you
Fank of the
shouldn't
Week.
be.
Fanking is the delightful art of rudely cutting off your friend when he talks about internet things for way too long. But of course, I don't know if we put it up there last week, Martin, but fanking has made its way into the Urban Dictionary.
Yes, it has.
I don't know if it's been updated since, how we said it had to be the delightful art. Do you want me to just have a little...
Please
Can you
check.
keep explaining what...
Please check. Fanking is the delightful art of recontextualise, usually a food object, doesn't have to be, but it usually works best, by holding it near your crotch and taking a photo. Fanking was originated many years ago where they were just sent between two people. I don't know who those people were. But then they decided maybe a Facebook page for other people to participate in would be a good thing.
So the Urban Dictionary says fanking is the art of creatively changing the meaning of a product's name by photographing it near your crotch. Is it possible to edit that and go, fanking is the delightful art? Oh, someone's done it.
Someone's done it.
Number
Thank you
3,
very much.
The delightful
you got to
art
go to Urban Dictionary
of recontextualising a product's name by taking a photo of it down near your crotch. Originated from the internet show The Unicorn Circuit. Examples of it can be found on the Facebook page at Fanking Daily. Barry, I was fanking the other day and my fank got Fank of the Week. Cheryl, good work, Barry.
Oh, well done.
Example.
So
well done.
Go
I'm
on Urban Dictionary.
I'm going to screen grab that.
Go on Urban Dictionary and thumb up the one that's currently 3
thumb
that
up
says
the one
delightful,
that's number 3 because that is actually
right one.
That's completely accurate.
Fanking can be done in shopping centres. It's a good way to make what can be a very boring shopping trip quite interesting. So this week we've brought you a variety of the latest fanks for your pleasure and ours.
I've even got some zombie fanks. One's from like a few months ago that I didn't see. But
I'm going to start the music track now. Bunk, 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 bunk.
Here we go.
Bunk, bunk. Country cock. What did that say? Country clock?
I don't know.
Country crock.
It's so good, just so quickly. We've only got about 10 today. We're just going through them really quickly.
Just going to smash them.
Next up, boom, golden cock. Dried chili. That looks spicy. Get your laughing
I get in on that.
Martin, that's pure Irish
It's so
creamy
little.
butter.
He's on a trip. He's on some hotel breakfast or something.
Got some nice floorboards there. Well done. Sitting on a milk crate of sorts. Martin, this is the good in bed. Be good in bed cream.
Be good in
bed cream. That's cool.
You've got everything you need. I have that shirt that you're wearing, by the way.
You've got everything you need.
I've got that shirt that he's wearing.
That's so cool, man. Woo! Oh, double your stroke. Oh, that's a bit dark.
Oh, I don't know about that one. That's durry, isn't it?
That's tobacco.
That's roll your own durry.
Man, that's dark. Far out.
Interesting. What's next?
Cold cock.
Love it.
Boom.
Being punched in the cold cock.
Look at that. Is that a shot glass attached to the end of it?
I don't know what that is. It might be.
Is that alcohol? Because he just appears to be in a supermarket and we can't get alcohol in a supermarket.
No,
we need
can't.
to go in a special place.
Only some
supermarkets. Like America, you can buy alcohol at a service station.
Yeah, 7-Eleven.
Petrol, and I think that's
Japan
crazy.
Also.
Here we go.
So much cock this week.
Essential.
Really? There's so much cock.
Oh, and here, yeah, essential cock. Next up, crusty cock.
Did you do this on purpose?
No, I didn't.
Are these all you?
No, they're not.
You don't have shorts that blue, do you?
I don't even know what crusty cock is. I've never had it.
That's excellent fank, by the way. That should be fank of the week.
Let's make that fank of the week. That's pretty. There might be something better, but that's
Maybe
really.
There is.
It looks delicious,
Crusty
whatever
cock.
it is. Martin, this is booby. Look at that. That's good. We haven't had that before.
Nice.
99 pence. That must be from America. Next up, super dick mousse. Look at. I mean, that looks.
I would eat that.
Would
I
you?
mean, it's a bit vanilla-y, blendy.
No, it looks a bit. Bleh.
I'd give it a go.
All right, we got 4 more. Martin, atomic cock. There it is. Just straight up. Get to it. 3 left.
Splitting atoms left, right,
What's
and
this
centre.
one? Oh, this is just a chubby. Good job.
Chubby.
It's got a little hairy chubby down there.
Appropriate place.
Next up, of course, we've got
Smush
smushed balls. I ate them last week.
Did you?
I ate them last week.
Really?
Yes, they're good. They're exactly what it says on the thing.
Next week, speaking of eating things
Oh,
last
we
week.
forgot. I'm sorry, guys.
No, we didn't forget.
Yeah, we did.
I'm developing.
What?
I've redeveloped.
No, don't tell us yet. Don't tell us yet.
Next,
Don't even talk about it.
next
Don't talk
Unicorn
about it.
Circuit, we're going to...
But what I do want to say quickly is that...
I'm not the only
we're-
person that's redeveloped, by the way.
No, because we're meant to be.
Spoiler.
We're meant to be eating dick today, and we have your homemade dick, and we've got the Dick Smith bush food.
But is it the new recipe? Is it the new recipe? That's the old recipe.
We forgot the milk, and we didn't want to have it with water. We do have it here. I'm really sorry. Next week we'll be eating dick live on the show. I'm sorry about that. Fank of the week, Martin. Are you ready? Give us a drum roll, please.
Wait.
Here it is, Martin. Top anal balm. Well done. Good job. Of course, you can send your thanking images, and we always need them, we always want them, we check them. That is at faceballs.com/fanking daily. There it is. What's next, Martin?
I have no idea. Probably my favourite section. Your favourite section is Conspiracy Cat, is it actually?
Yeah.
My favourite's MyTown. And this next section is MyTown.
Every week in MyTown, we take your delightful brain holes, eyeballs, earballs, taste holes, and anal holes to a delightful location somewhere in the world. And today we're in North Wales. This one here slipped under the radar, Martin.
Wait, they're North Wales and we're the new South Wales.
That's right.
That's why they're called
the
South
old
Wales. Because it was like Wales. It's like Wales, but it's like in the south of the world.
Is it?
Yeah.
That has never occurred to me before.
Never?
No.
No, for reals?
Yeah, never.
It's the new South Wales.
Wow.
Isn't there there's a New England in America, isn't there?
Wow.
But it's not actually England, clearly.
Because I only found out recently, like we live in Sydney, and the reason it was called that is the guy Sid, who founded this city, literally fell down some stairs off the boat and scratched his knee. They call it
For
Sydney.
real?
Yeah,
is that true?
Because he's like, Sydney! Because he's, I don't know.
You made that up.
No.
I know you made
Google
that
it.
up for sure.
Google why Sydney's called Sydney. You work it out yourself, man. I'm not talking bullshit.
So his name was Sid and he hurt his knee, or his name was Sydney?
No, his name was Sid and he hurt his knee.
He's making
Anyway,
crap up.
what are we up to? MyTown, Wales, let's hit it.
Hello, welcome to Old North Wales, specifically Wales and the United Kingdom, specifically North East Wales, and this is my village. This is Cloudnewydd. Cloudnewydd is located on the edge of a big forest called Clocainog Forest, and it is internationally famous, of course. Well, maybe not famous. Clocainog Forest is the location one of the special stages of the World Rally Championship. Let's have a look at Cloudnewydd and Clocainog Forest. This is about the length and breadth of our village, Cloudnewydd. This is the pub and the shop. It's an awesome pub and an awesome shop. This is my ride.
Daddy's car.
Yeah. Has it got a name?
Swanny car. It's really big and black. And my little toy, Swanny car, is little red.
What can you see there?
Car!
Who's that?
My Swanny car.
Yes, it is. This here is gaffer tape. I like gaffer tape. Down there is a turbo. Fans of motorsport and of mycrapcar may have heard of a turbo. This is the village of Clocainog. This is Clocainog Forest. As you can see, we're in the middle of it. A lot of these forestry tracks, which are normally gated off, are open for the rally, but these also make good walking in the forest too. This is on the banks of Llyn Alwen, a reservoir which is also part of the World Rally Championship stages. It also lies between 3 big main roads which form a triangle known as the Evo Triangle. And these roads bring a lot of car tourism, a lot of car clubs through the area. And they really are lovely roads. Let's go and have a look. The Evo Triangle quick look at our area on a very cloudy and rainy day. But it is lovely, and the roads around here are terrific. That's been my village / area, Clouth area, the Clocaenog Forest. Cheers.
There it is, a delightful excursion. We would love you to take our eyeballs, earballs, eyeballs and anal balls to a town near you. Please send them to mytown@theunicorncircuit.com. I told you this would be quick.
Yeah, and the next part of this fantastic show, for the 4 people who are still watching, is a new section called Mailbag.
If you're still watching, just write ball bag below so we can see. One word,
and you
capital
can't
letters.
write it at the start. Sometimes people comment before they see something with some comment to try and get people's attention.
No, but they might know what the code word is.
They might know what the code word is.
And so everyone else that's like, hey, this is cool, only the people that have written ball bag, we're going to see your usernames and we're going to know that you guys are OG. All right, time for mailbag.
Mailbag is the section of the Unicorn Circuit where we open things that you have sent us. We've opened the floodgates.
Yes.
Open the
Thank you for the underpants and nappies that you sent us last week.
Don't want underpants anymore. Underpants are not going to get opened. If it even looks, smells, appears, tastes, feels like a nappy, it's going in the bin. And let's not do that because they go in landfill. Do they? Really, it's about reusable nappies in that way. So we should be washing the poo out, not just throwing it in the garbage.
Martin, let's move on.
So
what do you got here?
We've got a fairly big box this week, and it's...
Who is it from?
It's from someone in South Australia.
All right. Cool. Now, I know you had a quick peek in there because you were excited.
Well, no, because I didn't think anyone
know what it was.
Because I didn't think we'd get something quite so epic.
Are you ready?
But this is welding supplies. Hey guys, love the show. Please see a bunch of TIG gear you might like from our shop.
Look at this.
From Hampton. That's really cool. And thank you, because TIGs do get completely thrashed when you're pumping heaps of heat into them and making a mess of them. So thank you for the TIG gear. If anyone's wondering what TIG is, it's TIG welding.
So thank you, Hamden.
Tungsten arc welding, and it's a very cool thing. What's that? Oh, torch rest magnetic. This is mad. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Be putting those to use. You'll see them.
Amazing.
When we make something with a TIG welder, which is
there it is.
Now and then.
Mailbag. If you'd like to send us fan art, freaky things, you can send it to PO Box 475.
Sydney Marcus, New South Wales 2129. We'll put it in the description.
We'll put it down there. That's it. It's time for Random Meat Bag, and then we are done. Let's roll our graphics and get this show.
I'm going to pull out another bit of footage from 10 years ago.
No. Got that though.
Bam! Did you see that thing? That was weird, eh?
That was epic.
Yeah.
But clever.
Anyway, what do we do?
Random Meat Bag. Of course, every week on Random Meat Bag, we expand our mouth holes and buttholes by eating weird things from around the world. And of course, this week is no different. This is our unicorn food bag that a delightful young lady in Bathurst gave us, I think, as a gift.
Taste the magic. It's so spot on.
And inside here, this is another JDM snack. This here is a vegetable salad in crispy form. Oh, that's what this is, Martin. A vegetable salad in crispy form.
Why has it got a cartoon character on it that looks really happy?
Because in Japan, everything does. So here it is. Oh. There it is. You get, that's a salad as a crisp. So take that, please, Martin. There it is.
Looks like a burger ring.
I'll grab one as well.
Oh no, it's fishy.
There it is.
It's fishy as, dude.
No, it's not. It's vegetables. There's no fish in it. Oh. There it is. Japanese JDM snack. Have a go, mate. And oh, it's good. That's really good.
I'm not so sure.
I quite like that.
And see through it.
But I don't recommend it. There's another show. We almost need, as the food thing comes in, what makes more sense, whether we give it a thumb up or a thumb down. 1, 2, 3. Boom. That's how we finish the show from now on. There it is. Oh, Martin, we forgot the most important part of this show.
Place that there.
This is, for anyone still here, this is a little treat for you.
That's pretty gross.
This is bonus time. Get your big balls in the comments and let's just get this show on the road. Martin, the whole Mighty Carmod's fleet.
Yes.
It's all going to get thrown.
Oh, is this that nightmare
in the
that you
ocean.
had? Is that that nightmare you had the other day you're telling me about?
If you had to pick one car and keep it, everything else goes. No questions asked, except I'll ask a few. which car would you keep of all of them? And I'm going to say which car I'd keep. Do we do it at the same time, or I just ask you and then you ask me?
I'll ask you first.
Okay.
Which car would you
Mini,
keep?
100%. Everything else can go.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, even it would come down to the 240 and the Mini, and I would have to gently push the 240 off a cliff.
Yep.
And keep the Mini, because the Mini is like where the heart. The 240 wins my head.
Yes.
And it wins the heart,
And
but the Mini wins the soul, man. It's like,
didn't you say leg out the window of the Minis? That's where the.
that was a long time ago. Dude, don't talk about it.
Is that why?
Dude, it's the only way to do it.
You've got to have a reason, man.
It's the only way to do it.
You've got to have a reason.
Don't talk about that, man. That's awkward. Okay. Anyway, anyone who's, I mean, when you can't go to hotels, you can't go to your girlfriend's house. Well, you got some Mini.
That's good. If I had to choose,
Martin.
am I choosing now?
Gemini? Did you do it in your Gemini?
Do what in my Gemini?
Have a milkshake.
No, I got a milkshake thrown at me in my Gemini.
Really?
Landed
Oh, wow.
squarely through the back window, coated the entire back of the car.
Oh, you just
in
sprayed the
rotten- There was just milky stuff through the back of the car, man.
Yeah. And
Props to whoever that was.
And Cheryl
who
was
threw
never
that
invited
milkshake,
back.
That extra large Macca's shake through the back window of the Gemini, but I would choose the Mira.
I like that they get their milkshake and they're like, your new video, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, it was before my
I would choose the Mira. It would be, again...
What, even out of Supergrams?
Yeah, it would be a close call with Supergrams. Because the truth is, you could make a new Supergrams in 2 weeks if you really went for it.
Really?
I mean, it'd be so much work.
So if we got rid of absolutely everything,
Mira.
including your Evo,
Yep.
my Evo,
Yep.
absolutely
Yep,
everything.
your Focus, your Audi RS3 and my Audi RS4, your 911 Turbo, my Lambo, the McLaren.
Yeah.
Would you keep the McLaren?
Oh, the RS6.
You'd keep
Anyway.
RS6 with the V10 or the one that we twin turboed?
Well, I think we'd actually be best just to keep the Falcon and the Hilux, because then we can actually do stuff.
Man, that Hilux is so good.
Anyway, so
I can't even believe it.
What-
but
let's
the
just-
Citroen C3 thing that we got, like that's comfortable.
it's comfortable.
That
It's
is
a
so
good
comfy.
daily.
And that Renault Megane thing that we said
They're
had, like,
surprisingly fast.
robot vomit.
2.5-inch exhaust, go a 3-inch, give it a retune, they go pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That'd be
so
awesome.
the point is, we
Like
would
the
end up.
Sorry, last one. That 2 Series.
Oh yeah,
The
you love
the
that.
Turbo
Why do you love that so
M56,
much?
whatever, M58.
Yeah, see,
engine.
I still see
This
you
is
in
a
that
German
with your
2
like sideways hat
German 2J,
and like driving around in your
It's a
Beamer. And I find it awkward.
German 2J, and you can get manuals.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's
you
just
love it.
Yeah,
you love
man.
it. It's so
Would
weird.
you keep that?
No, because that's not even mine. You spend more time in that with your stupid whatever that sticker is you have on the back. That
But
little
when I've got my
German
EDM
thing on there.
Dude, it's just all, I just leave the stereo, like literally just turn it
On
all
Team
the way to
Evo.
10.
Just leave it on Team Evo.
EDM, the whole.
Anyway, the point is, if all
Drop
the
the
cars
beat.
left, all we would have left is the Mira and the Mini, and that's actually enough.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
And on that note, thank you for watching the Unicorn Circuit for another week. We'll be back, unless we won't.
We
And then
told you
won't
it
be
was
back.
short. We told you it was short.
Was it
We
short?
can't see how long this was. This was sub 20 minutes.
Nah.
Right now.
Nah.
It's about to hit over.
It's 27 and a half
It's
minutes.
32 minutes right now. There it is. See you guys. Goodbye.